Simple Life Prepper here. I'd like to welcome everybody and thank you for viewing the channel.
I'm gonna be taller than you today.
Okay, I'll sit back. I'm sorry.
How was your day?
It's good.
You went to work today?
I did go to work today.
And I stayed home.
You stayed home like you always do.
And I put on. You said my shirt's wrinkly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
It's wrinkly. I haven't shaved.
But that's okay.
That's how Grumpy Grandpa rolls.
At least you had on pants today when I got home.
Yeah, I did. I was in my underwear still.
Yeah, yesterday.
Which is my favorite. I like to just sit in my underwear. No reason to get dressed.
There isn't no reason to get dressed.
But
okay, so we got some news today. We got lots of news today, and then after we're done with our news, we have some video of us taking Champ out to the lake and some sunset
taking
video.
our dog out to the lake.
So stay tuned for that, and if you like our content, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And I think there might be a big announcement on Friday.
All right, I think.
Yep,
doing a switching of the name.
I think so. I think we're going to switch the names.
Just two old people on a couch.
Two old people on a couch. Isn't that it?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Okay.
We're so old we don't even remember what we just said 1 second ago.
I know. So let's get into the news. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Monday, shortly after we got done with our show, and I was watching the president's press conference, and Secret Service whispers in it. He's just getting started with the press conference, and Secret Service comes and whispers in his ear.
Hair was all a mess.
And rushed him.
You were sweating.
Yeah. Well, and he rushed him off the scene, and apparently there was a shooting outside that happened outside of the perimeter of the White House. It was really not as big of a deal as it could have been. So apparently some man in his 50s told the security people that he had a gun, and then started rushing at him and got down
in a shooting position and got something out. Whether I guess he didn't have a gun.
I don't know. It's unclear on if he had a gun or not. It's all been turned over to the Secret Service for investigation.
Let me tell you a little bit of word of advice.
What's that?
If you don't want to get shot,
don't do that.
Don't do all those things
that he did those things.
Right outside
the White House.
You might have your hands up, So obviously he was provoking. Maybe he was on a death wish. Who knows what? We don't know.
He could have been mentally unstable. He could have been lone wolf. He could be scoping out the situation.
See if they would take it serious or not. All kind of things.
Yeah,
all speculation right now. But these are things we like to just give you what could be going on.
Yeah, so who knows what's going on, but that's what happened.
But you're probably going to get shot if you do that.
You probably are going to get shot.
Probably
if you tell somebody that you have a gun and that you want to shoot them and you start rushing at them and get down in a stance and act like you're pulling out a gun, you're probably going to get...
We forgot the air conditioner.
We forgot the air conditioner.
Right. Hopefully it sounded all right.
Okay. Should I go turn it off?
No, we're good. You keep on talking about the news.
Okay.
You keep talking.
So, anyway, that's what the news on that was. And as far as I can find out, the guy that got shot is not dead because his injuries are not fatal. So, it's kind of seems like the whole incident has been put on like hush-hush. So, it's hard to find an update about it. So, anyway, that's the deal with that.
We're very professional on our show.
And President Trump did go back out and he finished his briefing that day and everything. And I like to watch him just to see what's going on in the world and
hear
what could be doing.
Everything he says.
And hear everything that he says.
Not what the news shows you, but everything
that's
he
going on.
says. So if they take a little snippet out of it, I watch that.
Yeah. So the next thing that I have is that Biden has picked his running mate. He has picked Kamala Harris, and if you don't know that by now, you're probably living under a rock.
Yeah,
it's pretty common knowledge at this point.
The Democrats have just been waiting for how many?
I don't know.
This is later than it usually is announced, but
maybe a little bit. Yeah. So you told me before we got on air that they are putting off the Democratic.
I heard they delayed it because
when to?
I don't know when. I don't know if they announced when, but I know it's been delayed once already.
Okay.
Postponed it or delayed it. But my whole election theory, just so whenever it all happens, it's not like people out there going,
it's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Or like, Mark, this isn't what they're trying to do. Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you right now what they're going to try to do. Okay. And I've been doing some looking, educating myself.
Yeah, some recon.
I don't like to just rely on the news because they'll just tell me weird stuff. So, basically what can happen after the Democratic convention, if Biden were to have health issues or mind issues or something like that, and he quits or drops out, then the DNC, committee or the people that are in charge of the DNC can pick whoever they want to put in to run for president of the United States.
Okay.
So that's a really high possibility. Now, how far after the Democratic convention they pull that stunt, I'm not going to guess that. But what they want to do is put somebody in so that the other people can't find dirt on him too much because Trump will just, tear him up in debates and everything. So they're going to just sneak somebody in after the Democrat. Because if they do it before the Democratic convention, then all the state delegates and all that, I think, pick a candidate.
Replacing.
So they can pick whoever they want.
After the DNC,
after that. So it doesn't matter who even won. They're just going to drop him out. And there'll be going to be a new ticket. Is probably going to happen.
Okay.
I can't. Now, after that, then comes the election.
Yes.
If they can cheat and get their mail-in ballots and all that stuff to work, and if their candidate wins,
yes,
they're going to say, well, get the military, get Trump out of there. It's a done deal. Got to accept it, Boom, out he goes.
Yeah.
That's probably not going to happen.
Okay.
But if Trump wins, then they delay it.
Yes.
Because if they delay after a certain period of time.
Yeah, and I want to say that's about 4 months.
4 months,
I'm
whatever.
not sure. But.
And they're going to say, oh, you have to count those mail-in ballots and blah, blah, blah. And they're going to delay it all the way out. And you'll get an interim president in there. And that's whenever they can shut down all the sneaky, conniving crap going on.
And they can put whoever they want in.
Yeah, then
at that point,
the Congress,
a temporary president.
And I forget who it is or what if they vote on it, but so that's what's going to go down. If Trump wins immediately, they're going to want him out. They're going to want the military to take him out. If they win, they're going to be like, oh no, it's all good.
For some reason, I get the idea that the Democrats aren't going to let us have an election this time. Like they are not going to just let Trump win.
Whenever Trump,
or they're not just going to let us have an election and they win.
I was sweating it the whole way up till January 1st last election. I thought, man,
they weren't gonna
my guy finally wins,
and they're not going to let him in.
I get the president I want. And I thought, they pulled every stop to try to keep him from even getting day one in office.
They did.
But thankfully,
he did.
He did.
And they've been pulling everything since then.
Oh, man. They don't have any, they're not running on anything. I don't even know what their platform is or anything. They're just, they have none. And whatever it is, it's all
they haven't campaigned at all.
Yeah, they haven't done anything.
They haven't campaigned.
So I'm hoping my guy wins again.
Okay.
That's all. But
I'm voting.
They're gonna pull every and like you say, it's gonna get crazy all the way up to November. It's gonna get
and
wild
maybe even
and wacky.
After.
And after.
It could be even worse.
The day after. Yeah, absolutely. Button down.
People are saying. So everybody be aware and alert and all that kind of good stuff.
We're religious people. There's not too much we can do from our home here other than pray.
We pray.
Just pray about it. And hopefully the right person that God wants in is the person that gets in. That's all.
Yeah. I just pray for our country. I've been praying for our country
Yep.
to get back to godly values and to stop doing
I even did that on
ungodly things.
The last election. I said I said I want President Trump to win, but if for some reason I don't think I'm being duped or anything. I think he's legitimately doing it for us Americans. I would always pray, like, you know, maybe I'm wrong, but just put the right person.
Yeah.
And to make America more godly.
Yes, to be more godly. We need to get God back in this country.
Or just have good moral respect for everybody and everything.
We do need more respect for everybody, and we need...
That's what I prayed for, and Trump got in. So, I don't know.
And somehow he's managed to stay in, and they've been fighting him.
And he's done a lot for us.
Every step of the way, they've been fighting us.
If he wouldn't have all this power to be against him, and all this stuff that might be real or might not be real, just think how good our country would be if it was a smooth 2020 so far.
I know.
Oh,
it would be a lot better.
We're already, things are still way better.
But, so, you were asking me earlier, you were like, well, what about the $1,200 stimulus check? You asked me that before.
I know,
So, there's only, like I stated last time, that the executive orders that Trump signed, I don't know how far or how beneficial they're going to be.
Okay.
Because there's just so much that Trump can do on his own without Congress's approval. And so he can't just give us all stimulus checks without it being in the budget and it being approved. So there is still some negotiations. I think they're open to negotiations at this point. How about let's just say that. They're open to still getting a package for us with the stimulus in it. It's just that it just hasn't come together. They're still far apart, and I just hear rumblings right now, so I don't know that they've made any progress.
From what I gather is he kind of has some money that he can work with because
it's already approved.
Of the virus.
Yes.
Everybody signed him the powers that be to do more than what a president can do.
A little bit. Yeah, and there is already things that are already budgeted for that he can take money from. That's where he's getting
but I'm just saying he does have some powers more so than if the money is allocated because of the flu and all this.
Yeah. And
he has the powers that the governors signed over, you know. So it was catch-22. To pull off the virus, they had to make it really bad. So then they had to really sign off that it was really bad and give the president more power. And so now he has more power. So it kind of might backfire into the whole...
But still, he can't just say, I'm going to give you $1,200 stimulus.
I don't know how it works out.
Congress approval. So
I got to be honest. I haven't...
It needs their approval for that.
Just little things I've heard.
So, and anyway, so that's where we're at with that. I think they're open to negotiations, but they're still far apart, and I already went over everything that the Dems were trying to put in there that wasn't beneficial to America. So that's where we stand on that. Okay. Russia. Russia has developed a coronavirus vaccine.
That's what I heard.
I heard that too. I would not take that vaccine if my life depended on it.
I'm not taking any vaccine, but good for them if it does work.
If it works, it's
and
good.
In their country benefits from it.
Yeah, it's just not proven yet. They didn't do a lot of trials on it, and
it takes years.
I know, it's just Russia. Okay, so I'm
not taking any virus.
Coronavirus vaccine.
I'm not taking any virus.
This whole vaccine thing on the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Which the coronavirus comes from the common cold, right? It's from the same family of viruses as the common cold, is from what I understand.
Yeah. Viruses.
We've never had a vaccine for the common cold. So what makes them think that they're going to get a vaccine that actually works and is beneficial and not harmful for some new virus in like 4 to 6 months?
I know.
It's a lot.
I'm not getting...
So, anyway.
Because I'm driving around our town.
Yeah.
People aren't panicking. There's not bodies in the street and everything. So,
that they had a vaccine.
That's good. Well, whatever it is, I hope it works for them. And, you know, by all means, all you people that like to maybe take the BG vaccine that comes out sooner or later.
Yeah.
You can take that one too. I don't care. I'm not getting it.
Okay.
Period. I don't care who makes it.
So the last thing that I have is about football, college football.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so 2020 not playing is the Big Ten and the Pac-12.
Yep.
They've announced that they're not playing. Mid-America and the Mountain Conference or Mountain West conferences have postponed.
Postponed, yep.
Okay. The SEC is tentatively planning to start football season on September 26th. Play 10 conference games only. The ACC tentatively slated to start September 5th. 1 non-conference game and 10 conference games.
Wow.
Okay. And the Big 12 tentatively planning to play, but has not released a schedule. So 6 out of the 10 conferences at college football level, 6 out of the 10 are still attempting to play football.
Did you hear about Nebraska and Penn State?
No.
Nebraska and Penn State might join the Big 12 conference
because they're still open.
If the Big 10 closes.
Oh. And the Big 10 is...
So the politics...
Oh, the Big 10 is closed. It's done deal.
For sure?
They say that...
I think they mean it, but they haven't outright...
Officially?
I don't think so.
Because it says 2020 officially not playing.
But here you go.
They're going to join the Big 12 because, Big 12 because they're still playing.
A lot of money.
Yes.
Ohio State is tier 1 whenever it comes to to programs out there. Them, Alabama, whatever. They're pretty much in the Big 4.
Yes.
Of all the teams across the United States, with fan revenue and everything and ratings, and so what I think though is the colleges are ran by the states. The states are ran by politicians. If the politicians want the things closed down for the election,
they're going to close down.
They're going to close down for the election. Now, if your governor doesn't close down, then your state has a chance to maybe play college football. But there's too much power at B and the politics. And so maybe pros will go off.
Maybe.
Football.
For a while.
But college, I foresee they might start.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it gets closer to the election, they'll
close down.
And I've already heard another person say that, I forget, it was on one of the news. This expert says that Trump is an idiot for saying that they're getting this under control and we're coming out the other side.
Mm-hmm.
This expert obviously said in a month or so, it's going to get
really worse.
It's going to be so much worse. And I'm like, how does he know that whenever the numbers are falling? Like, how do these people even know that?
Yeah, well, because...
That was a complete guess.
Yeah, they're guessing that because it's going to be fall time.
I know,
viruses go up in the fall time.
Yeah, well, the regular cold and flu will come out, and they'll just call it whatever this is.
Yes.
But yeah, so they're already wanting to shut down before the election so they can pull out their stunt. So yeah, I think a college across the board is going to really have a tough time making it, either getting started or making it
through the season.
Mm-hmm. Again, that's my own opinion, just on what's going on and what I'm seeing and hearing. And I know the politics run the colleges. And so,
Now, the weird thing is high school is trying to play.
Okay.
In Oklahoma, high school is trying to play, even in school districts that are doing only virtual learning. They're still playing football.
Yeah, because the kids need to play. That's what they're trying to get into college and get a scholarship. They deserve to be playing.
Yes.
I mean, like if this virus was affecting high school age people
and killing them, it would be a different story.
I would say, oh no, but it doesn't. The average age of people dying from this is 78, and I don't even know what the statistics are.
And they need to be out there building their immune system.
If you've got pre-existing conditions, you're not playing football.
Yeah.
So you're probably safe. So That's just me. And then if you go out to our lake out here, I won't say our town, even though our 16 viewers right now. So, but if you go out to the lake, there's like on any given night, 25 to 50 kids around that volleyball court out at the lake playing volleyball. You know why? Because we've only had one death in our town because of CV, right?
Yes.
And whether they're going to do it out there at the lake, not on school time, or the kids are playing sports right now.
Yeah.
Not organized sports, but just having a wild good time. I love it, man. I go out there and the young knuckleheads are out there just
playing.
Trucks are parked everywhere, and since it's bored and nothing's going on, they're all going out to the lake and just crowding in with each other.
They're not that crowded.
And nobody's dying in my town. I love it. I love this town.
So whenever I was on my way to work or whatever, I came upon a whole group of high school aged boys, and they were jogging. They were all jogging in a group or whatever.
Wrestlers, or maybe track or cross country or one of those.
Conditioning anyway. So and I was like going to pass them or whatever. I was like, if these young boys are like out here running with masks on, I'm going to stop and tell them to take their mask off. But they weren't. They weren't running with masks on. No, people do not need to be playing sports with masks on. You can't get your air. When you're exercising, don't wear your mask because you got to get your air. That's my opinion.
You can hate this town all you want, but we are a non-mask wearing town.
No, we wear a mask.
To Walmart. And then nobody else wears it, but that's okay. A couple do. It's primarily a mask-free zone. And we live right off the highway and one death. And all these Karens around the world are like, oh, you got to wear a mask. But I'm like, if you take our town and no mask, and we only have one death out of 20,000 people. Yeah. I'm thinking no mask is the way to go. Yeah. So don't argue with me until your town, that they're probably pumping the deaths anyways, but then they got like a lot more deaths, right? Yeah. And they're like, Mark, you got to take this serious. I'm like, I am taking it serious. No mask town, one death. Karen towns are getting a lot more deaths.
And if you're wearing a cloth mask and reusing it, please be washing it because people are getting sick from wearing the same mask day after day after day and getting bacteria from it. So just be sure to wash it. Okay,
I don't wash mine whenever I have to go into Walmart.
So speaking of
the lake, I put it on in Walmart. People don't freak out on me.
Okay, so speaking of the lake. I don't want to. Speaking of the lake.
Right. Yeah.
We have some video from the lake, from our lake trips.
Getting off politics.
Yeah, we're done with that.
We're just going to go out and we might narrate a little underneath this.
Okay.
And this is just what two old people on the couch do.
Evening time.
I do most of the time. She drags along sometimes. She's not
I'm not happy.
Fun. She goes. But she goes.
I try to work.
Allergies.
Yeah, it bothers my allergies. So, but we work on it. All right. You ready?
Roll that beautiful bean footage. All right. So.
Plus, Mark got a new camera.
Yep.
A new camcorder.
And so this is out at the lake. This is blurry right here because it wouldn't focus in, but that's okay. And then this is our old dog Champ. If you notice, she walks with her legs kind of straight. She's old, but she still runs really good. But man, she's wobbly and kind of whenever she walks. But she figured out this straight-legged thing to walk, and so she's doing a lot better now. And there she goes. You can see how she kind of her back end just kind of wobbles around, and then. But whenever she picks it up and gets running, boy, she can get after it still. She goes. She just loves it out here. I mean, we go out there. There's Debbie. She was with us that evening. And we just like to watch the sunset. We go in whenever it's cool in Oklahoma here because it gets really hot. So, we take her out. I take her out in the evening whenever it cools off. But, she just wobbles around a little bit. But look at her smile, man. She's like, oh. And then she's like, oh, I smell something over here. And that's what she loves to do. She runs and sniffs and walks around.
She can't hear and she can't really see really good, but she can still smell.
But look at her get after it though. Boy, she ain't quitting. She's not going down without a fight. There's my beautiful truck out there.
Yeah.
This evening was pretty cool. And I'm going to pan the sky here, but the God rays were just huge and spectacular. So this was just scanning across the sky there. And, you know, they weren't even point through clouds like they usually do. They were just everywhere. And then here you'll see they started over there, and it's kind of hard to see right at this point, but the God rays went clear across the sky, almost out of sight on the other side. I thought that was amazing. I've never seen them that far before. Again, Champ just kicking it around, having a good time. And you're in that truck right there, I think.
Yeah, probably so.
And this one. Well, we just take the old truck. Champ loves the old truck. We got to clean the window, obviously, but she used to hang way out of the car, almost falling out, and we'd always have to make, you know. Now she falls in the floorboard now. Sometimes whenever I try to hold on to her, but sometimes I can't. So she just doesn't ride too well anymore. But boy, she used to love to ride that. You know, she still loves taking. She loves taking the old Mitsu.
Yeah, she does. She perks up. She'll sleep all day long, and then it's like, ooh, let's go to the lake.
I still can get out the keys a little bit, and she'll be like, "Really? Seriously?
Really? Is it time? It's time."
And all other things have changed over the years. Like her, I don't know. You know, she doesn't know too many of her tricks. She can't hear. Her whole day routine has changed. But yet she still
likes to go to the lake.
Oh man, the lake. She lives for the lake. But that's it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
So we're going to wrap it up. This is the midweek Wednesdays. And Friday, big announcement. We're going to change our name to Old People on the Couch.
2 Old People on the Couch. We got to get an artist to...
Yeah, to cartoonist.
Do our cartoon.
And we need a new ending to go out on.
Yeah, we got to...
Yeah.
We'll make it more official.
No, I just meant...
Oh, you're...
Because I can't say keeping it simple is not the same.
Why not?
I don't know.
Keeping it simple is not the same as doing nothing would be a great ending still.
Would it?
Yeah.
Even though we're 2 old people on a couch?
Yeah. Keeping it simple
is not the same
as doing nothing.
I can still say that?
Yeah, I think we keep that.
Okay. So this is midweek Wednesday, and we're going to wrap it up now. And
midweek? I don't know. Midweek?
Wednesdays. Okay, stop.
Wednesdays.
Okay, until next time, remember, keeping it simple is not the same as doing nothing.